Rockstar have just patched a lot of money glitches in the brand new update, but do not worry, in this video I'm going to be showing you 2 working money glitches that will make you millions of dollars in GTA 5 online. You can check out all of the glitches that have been patched and which are still working in my Discord with the link in the description. It's completely free and that's the best way to find me. But what I will do is put the timestamps on the screen for the first glitch and the second glitch so you can go and pick which one you want to do. So the requirements for this glitch first of all is a bunker. And with the bunker you will need an MOC, and the MOC needs to have vehicle storage. This is so we can store the car that we're going to be duplicating in the back of the MOC. You also need a nightclub with vehicle storage also, and make sure you have enough space for cars in that garage. Do you want a stacked character like me? Then make sure to check out my most reliable source. They will have you covered for all of your gaming needs. They have an excellent reputation with 4.9 stars on Trustpilot. Once you reach the checkout, make sure to use the code SPACE for a very generous 10% off. So now we can start to set up the glitch, and the first thing you want to do is buy a mule. This is the vehicle that we're going to be replacing with our car that we're duplicating, and it does cost 95,000, but don't worry, once you sell the car that's duplicated you're going to be getting up to 1.6 million. Now this is going to be getting stored in your nightclub storage just on floor 1. And now for the second vehicle that you want, this is going to be the car that you're going to be duplicating, and it needs to be a car from the Arena Wars. Now the ISI Classic is the most expensive, so I'd recommend buying one of these and upgrading it as much as you can, so when you come to sell the duplicated cars you will be getting a lot more money back. So those are the requirements you need for this glitch, and to start off you want to have the ISI Classic or whatever car you're duplicating, and bear in mind it has to be an Arena War vehicle. You want to be placing this in your MOC, which is stored in your bunker, so make sure it's in the back of your MOC, and you can then start off from your bunker, and the first step is just to exit the bunker and walk back in again. Then you want to go over to your MOC, which your car is stored in, and of course the car that we are duplicating. Now we just want to quickly show you that the custom number plate I have on is the original car. You don't have to do this, I'm just doing it to show you that the car is successfully duplicated at the end. Now what you want to do is just drive it out, and you want to get out of the car and walk over to where I am, so you can see the blue circle at the back of the MOC. You're now ready to start the glitch, and if you have any problems throughout the glitch, this is the point where you want to come back to and start again. Now to start off you want to go onto your phone, go to quick join, then go to contact missions and contact mission again, press alone and it says are you sure, and you want to accept, and in the bottom right corner it will be looking for a job. It will probably take 10 to 20 seconds, and all you want to do is wait for a mission to pop up in the bottom right hand corner, and it will say 2 out of 4 or 3 out of 4. But as soon as you see that, pull up your phone, go to quick join again, and that is how you do the glitch. If you've done it correct, you will see the blue MOC circle and the icon for your car that you're duplicating on your mini map will have disappeared. Now either of these things don't work for you, then all you have to do is go back and start from the phone, joining a job again, and then come back to this part. Now I'm quickly going to show a replay so I can show you what you're looking for. I've already joined a job on my phone and I'm waiting for the pop-up saying 2 out of 4, and as soon as that pops up I'm going to pull my phone up, and as you will see the logo for the car has disappeared and the MOC circle has now appeared. Once you have completed these steps correctly, it's really easy from here. All you want to do is walk out of your bunker and you want to drive to your nightclub. Now it's very important that you do not use one of your own vehicles, do not request a vehicle. So as you can see I'm just registering as a CEO and requested a free buzzard. But all you can do if you want to is just pick up a car from the street and drive to your nightclub, and you want to enter into the nightclub that has the mule that we bought earlier, and that is for me obviously on ground 1. So from here what you want to do is enter the mule and drive it outside of your garage, and when you leave you should spawn outside and the mule will disappear. That's how you know the glitch has worked properly. As you can see on the screen now, the mule disappears for me. Now some people run into a problem where the mule does not disappear, and unfortunately that just means you want to go back to your bunker and start the glitch again, unfortunately. But anyways, once the vehicle does disappear, just get back into the car or the buzzard and just fly back to your bunker. Once you're at your bunker you want to enter, and your original car should be stored here. Now as you can see on the screen, this is the original car just by looking at the number plate that I showed you earlier on. What you want to do is get into this, and you should see straight away that the license plate will switch over, as you can see on the screen right now, and that means again that the glitch has worked. All you want to do from here is drive the car into the back of the MOC, and you will get an alert screen saying that the vehicle storage is full, and again this just means that it's worked. You want to accept this, and what it will do is it will send your original car back to your nightclub storage, and this is now your duplicated car. Now don't click off the video yet, there's still some very important information. First of all, what you want to do from here is just change your outfit around so it forces a save on the game. As you can see, I've switched it over, and from here you can then join a new invite only session and you should spawn back into your bunker. You can then take this car to Los Santos Customs and sell it straight away. Now this is the important information, and the reason why you need to sell it straight away is because you cannot store these vehicles for another time, unfortunately. They have to be sold straight away, and of course with the problem that Rockstar implemented where you cannot sell more than one vehicle in a day, otherwise it will bring the value down of that vehicle. The best thing I recommend to do is do this glitch once a day. Now some people are going to complain about this, but let's be honest, 1.6 million a day is not too bad really, is it, for an easy glitch like this. And as you can see on the screen, I only sold this for 740,000 because I didn't really put any upgrades on the car. I just wanted to show you how to do it, but you can get up to 1.6 million if you use a fully upgraded ISI. Now to repeat this glitch, as you can see, I've gone back to my nightclub and there is the original car. All you want to do is put that back into your MOC and buy a new mule, and then store that in your nightclub garage, and you can then start the video again. For a start, you will need to own a facility, and you will also need to have an Avenger which needs to have the vehicle workshop. Not the personal storage, it needs to have the vehicle workshop. You will also need the car that we're duplicating, which is the HSW Banshee, and we will be getting into that in just a second. And you will also need some normal Banshees, which you will be replacing with the duplicated cars. All of these cars need to be stored inside your facility. One important thing to note before we get into this as well is that this glitch does not work on the older generation versions of the game. The reason for this is because you cannot get HSW cars on the old gen version. But anyways, moving on to the car that we're duplicating, and this is going to be the HSW Banshee. You can also do this with the Sentinel, but the Banshee sells for the most. So to get the HSW Banshee, all you want to do is order a normal Banshee from the Benny's Motorsports website, and then you're going to take it to the LS Customs and you're going to upgrade it to a HSW Banshee. You can then put as many customizations on as possible, because the more upgrades you put on the car, the more money you will make back when you sell the duplicated cars. Another thing to note is that this does not work with the Banshee GTS. This only works with the normal Bravado Banshees. Now for the cars that we're going to be replacing, this needs to be the normal Bravado Banshees as well. You cannot use just any car to replace with the duplicated cars. So all you're going to do is go onto the Benny's website and order some Bravado Banshees. These do cost 105,000 every time, but I think if you do have one of these starter packs you can get the cars for free. But don't worry, even if you have to pay, it's worth it in the end when you come to sell them. So just fill up your facility full of Bravado Banshees and you will be ready to do the glitch. So once you are set up and you're inside your facility, honestly the rest of the glitch is so quick. You can duplicate a car in under 5 minutes every time. Now before starting the glitch, quickly go to your settings and check your targeting mode and make sure you're not in free aim. Any other targeting mode is fine, but if you are in free aim, go back to story mode and change it over. You also need to open up your interaction menu, go to preferences, then go to map blip options, and you want to press on jobs. Then make sure all jobs is set to custom and all of the rest underneath are set to show. This will bring up all of the blue icons for the jobs on your minimap, which we need for later on in the glitch. So first of all, just jump into the car that you're duplicating and press left on the D-pad to enter your Avenger with the vehicle, and you're then going to exit the vehicle and make your way over to the cockpit. Now this next part is the new method, and you do not need to use Anahuac anymore, so it is completely solo. Now there is a little bit of timing involved in the buttons that you need to press, but do not worry, I will explain as best as I can. So if you need, just watch this a couple of times and you will get the hang of it straight away. But if you do need extra help, just go and join my Discord. So once you're in the Avenger cockpit, what you want to do is open up your pause menu, go to crews, then go to leaderboards, and just select any random crew, it doesn't matter. You then want to press view players, and you want to join the session of a random player. You should now get 2 different alert screens, and the first alert screen that pops up you want to accept, and then for the second alert screen that says do you want to join a different targeting mode, this one you want to decline. Now if you do not get the second alert screen and it is spawning you up into the sky, that means you are in the same targeting mode as the person you tried to join. But don't worry, just go back and do this again but with a different player, and make sure you're in the different targeting mode, which is why I said at the start, make sure you're set to free aim. Now once you've declined that second alert, you want to go back and then you want to go and hover over safety and alerts. Now for the next steps I'm going to be showing you, you want to be doing this pretty quick, but I'm going to be slowing down the video so I can explain it better. So once you're hovering over safety and alerts, you want to press and hold X if you're on PlayStation or A if you're on Xbox. I'm not 100% sure what that is for PC, but I'm pretty sure you will know if you do play PC. And this next part needs to be done very quickly, so when you're ready you want to release the safety and alerts button. You're then going to press the pause button and left on the D-pad at the exact same time, but with the pause button you want to release it straight away, and with left on the D-pad you want to keep holding that down. Once you've done that, on your screen you should see your character get up to go out of the Avenger, but the safety and alert screen will pop up at the same time. You then very quickly want to press the pause button, and what you should now see is the screen will fade to a black screen behind your map. If you've done that, you can now open up your map, and in the bottom right hand corner it should say switch view, so you want to press that button and that should bring up the whole map, and you will be able to see all of the blue jobs on the map. You then just want to hover over one of them and you want to press square if you're on PlayStation or X on Xbox. This should now bring up an alert screen saying do you want to start this job. You then want to accept that alert and it will bring up another alert screen saying that the job is no longer available. You then want to accept that job, and as soon as you've accepted that job you want to open up your interaction menu, and that is the main part of the glitch done. Trust me, once you've done this once you will get the hang of it and you will be able to duplicate a car every 5 minutes. And if you do run into any problems throughout the glitch, I will put a timestamp on the screen in which you can skip back to and start again. But anyways, once you've got the glitch to work you will have the fuzzy grey screen, and you will also have your interaction menu open. Make sure you do not close down your interaction menu yet, and all you're going to do is walk over to one of the cars that you will be replacing, so that will be one of the stock Banshees. Once you're at the Banshee you want to get into the driver's side and you want to wait until the engine starts up. And when you're ready you're going to drive and also back off the interaction menu at the same time. So if you're on PlayStation you're going to be pressing R2 and circle at the same time, and if you're on Xbox you're going to be pressing RT and B at the same time. You should then spawn into the back of the Avenger, but you will be able to see your HSW version of the Banshee. You're then going to get into that car and open up the vehicle workshop and just change anything on the car. I just usually change the colour of the plate, and once you've done that, that is one car successfully duplicated. If you have more stock Banshees and you want to keep duplicating, all you're going to do is head over to your cockpit again and start the glitch again from when you join a session in a different targeting mode. But once you are done you should see that all of your duplicated cars will be invisible, so don't worry. All you have to do is join a new invite only session, and when you spawn into your facility all of your new duplicated cars will be there. You can also see that all of the plates are brand new, so you do not need to use custom plates. So this is a very safe glitch as long as you abide by the daily sell limit rules, which I'm sure the majority of you know about the daily sell limit, but I still do get a lot of comments about it, so just make sure you're only selling 1 to 2 cars every 18 hours. And if you're selling too many cars you will see that the value of the car will drop every time you sell. So if that's happening to you, you know that you've hit a daily sell limit, and all you have to do is sell a couple of cars every day. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. If you do need any help, just go and join my Discord, and make sure to take advantage of this glitch because it will only be up for 48 hours before it's took down due to Rockstar. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.